Okay, what's up everybody? Welcome back. Huge day in the shop today. We are back down here and we are ready to fire Aftermath and get it out for a road test. It's finally a little bit nice outside. It's green, kind of. It was snowing up home when I left this morning, but 3 hours down here, it's not. It's decent out. It's supposed to be warm today. So we are gonna get ready to fire this thing. Battery's on charge. We've been playing with the air suspension in here right now, going over everything. We have all the wires on, and I'm just gonna be taking it up and down the road here. I wanna shake this thing down. I wanna see how things feel. I started getting rid of the blue so I could actually have a white wall just to see what they look like, because I really loved my old thick wide whites. So that's our goal today. I just gave it a wipe down to get the dust off of it because it's really dusty. So this is exciting. It moves fast, it snaps quick when you hit a lick. So I'm really happy about that. We quieted everything down, so we're good that way. I'm curious how this new exhaust is gonna sound because we had to modify and shorten some things up. So we're good that way. So I wanna make sure there's no leaks in that. And I wanna take it down the road. So we reinstalled the gas tank and we just put the fuel and everything into it. So that's good, so that's done. And we should be good. I'm curious to see my linkage that I built for this thing to take it from floor back to console. Back to column. Feels really good cycling through. So that'll be nice to see how that feels and make sure I have no binding issues out there. I don't have anything right now, but I wanna make sure while I'm out on the road. And also because we had to do the brakes, and Trevor and Jay bled all my brakes, reset my proportioning valve for my discs up front because I have a full disc conversion on this car. So they reset all of that. So they feel that the pedal is really good. So I'll be curious to take it out. I might need to adjust the rod a little bit, but there's always a bit of play just because of how long these pedals are. These things are a lot different than what newer vehicles are. So, and I'm used to it, so I'll be able to tell. But for now, we're gonna leave the fender skirts off because I'm resealing and setting the seals on these ones. That one's gotta be reset right here. I gotta re-glue that on. So I'm gonna do that, get them setting. I'm gonna leave them off while we're road testing so I can double check and make sure nothing's rubbing and everything's good. Should be fun. Super excited. It's been a long time coming. It's been a long winter just in general with snow, and we're super excited that springtime is here, hopefully, and we can finally get out and start running. So I want to thank everybody for watching. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Let's get into it.
Okay, also, Selena movie came out.
Okay. In here. So this thing, I've never had an issue with it when I built it. The drivetrain in this thing is really solid. I just wanted to make sure when we cut the exhaust and changed and remade new pipes that everything was all sealed up, proper and tight. The reason why it's running at high idle, I have a manual choke. So that's, there we go. So I have a manual choke on this car so that I can control the idle on it, so that if it's colder, because we do a lot of driving right up until it's cold, or this time of year when it is cold. So I like to be able to control my idle. Then that way I'm ready to go. And it also helps when you're running compressor. That way if I need to put a bunch of air in this thing, I can put it on, pull the choke, let it fill up for a minute or so, and then kill it, and it runs on high idle, and I'm not putting a lot of strain on the alternator. But I think we're good. once we finish the tunnel, and then I got to build a new pan for over top of where the bridge is. That'll quiet all this up in here and then the interior back in. So that's really good. This doesn't do anything now because I put everything back to here the way it should be. Well, I'm gonna kill this thing and we'll clear some stuff out of the way and we'll get her outside. So the one nice thing is the shifter works perfectly. Reverse. But I definitely got to put my foot into the brake pedal to, yeah, and I can feel it bottoming out. I don't have a lot of brake. That's the compressors. It's been a while since she's seen sun. Sounds good though. Should shut off. That's a 145 I think I have in there. I have a new pressure switch to change it so I can get more out of it now. I have a lot of containment with these two giant tanks and compressors, so. But it should kick here in a second. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, kicked her off at 150, so that's good. She definitely sits good high lockup. We're just gonna go down to the end of the block and around. We don't have super solid brakes, so that'll have to be addressed. But I want to find a ride height, and I keep reaching for a shifter here. Definitely loud in here because the tunnel's not finished and the open area above where the old bridge used to be, I have to make a new cover for that. But we want to test all this first because if we need to get in there, it's easy to get in there with it going. Too far. I'm also don't have my seats in here, so I don't have seat belts anyways, but I just don't want to be getting on this thing on the highway with sitting on a blanket and a block of foam. So we're just checking for rubbing, making sure nothing's happening, making sure the drive shaft's not hitting, just that kind of stuff right now, clearances. So definitely gotta tighten the brakes, that's for sure. It's just really loud in here. Boy, it sure is nice having this back though. Okay, I'm gonna do one more little pass. God, I love having this back. Also, the rear end we put in has lower gears than what was in here before. So that's also going to change my feeling of how I've been running this car for 20 years. So that's definitely going to screw with me mentally too, is getting used to this gear ratio. That's a lot lower. Just to make sure I'm not running on anything that's not up to snuff. My hood's not latched. I didn't think I'd come down the road this far. I better not get on it. I mean, so far it feels really good. It'll be a little bit different once everything's closed up and I can actually hear this thing. But the exhaust is definitely louder. I'll give it that. It's definitely louder. I'm not sure if I like it. But to get me through right now for this summer, it's perfect for what I need. She definitely takes off a little bit slower, which I'm totally fine with. This is not a hot rod, it's not a race car, it's a lowrider, and I'm totally fine with lower gearing in this thing. It's a lot better for fuel mileage. And it's a lot nicer. I don't have high RPM. All right, well, that went really well. So I'm very happy about that. You can definitely feel the difference in these 13s with this style of tire as opposed to having my Diamondback 2.5 inch wide whites, 15 inch, 7 inch wide tires. So I'm definitely gonna have a major ride difference between these two. So I can feel that, but it should be okay. Other than that, it rides really smooth. I like the ride height where it is. It's nice and comfortable. These bags are a lot smoother than my old ones, that's for sure. but the old ones did their job for 20 years, so that's fine. Other than the exhaust being extremely loud inside the car because the tunnel is still kind of open and the back section over the bridge is open, because we want to make sure everything's working and articulating properly before we close it up. Other than that, and not having a seat in it to be able to sit in because they're off getting done, it's all right. The linkage works perfectly. I could probably adjust it a little bit to bring it more in line with park, but I have to get a new indicator. This is for a 2-speed car, and the tranny in here is a 3-speed. The one I have at home is a 700R4, so it's a 4-gear, and you can buy the little indicator plate to go in there, so then your gears are bang on. But for now, I don't care. I love grabbing that column. It's so much better than the floor shifter. So now when my seats are back, the floor shifter can come out now because it's already disconnected, and then the console I've been building over the winter now can be done with the new switch plate and the wheel chip and the wheel chips for the rims to match for the wires, and then we're good. So exciting day, big day. Didn't get to take it on a long run. I don't want a chance going down the road too far just sitting on foam and a blanket right now, especially because it's nice weather out and there's a lot of cops that are kicking around, and I don't need any of those hassles while I'm trying to shake this down. So I'm okay with that. What now has to happen is we wanted to make sure this thing can move. He's finishing up square one with the water pump and a new gasket, and as of tomorrow, I don't know, depends on when this video comes out. It might already happen, it might not, but the Ranger is now done and painted and being picked up from the body shop. And it has to come into here and get assembled because we only have less, what's today? 21st, and we're leaving on the, so we literally have a month to bring the Ranger in, get it assembled, get it ready to go for mini nats because Maggie Valley is in a month and that's when we leave. So we got to get that thing assembled and ready to go so we can show it down there, because this will be going, if I can take aftermath, I will. With everything going on right now in my life and what's recently happened with the passing of my father and working on Trevor's truck and this thing and trying to get, I'm not concerned if the Lowrider doesn't make it. I'm not worried because I have to borrow a trailer, I have to borrow a truck, and I really honestly don't care to go through that hassle to do this. As much fun as it'll be, I can take it next year and have it all lined up because I'm in the works of obtaining a trailer now for my own personal use. So if I do that, then I'll take it next year and I'll cruise. This year, I just want to go to Maggie because I want to film all of you. I want to film everybody on the strip again. I had so much fun filming. There's nobody else out there on YouTube that has more content from Maggie Valley than me. There is nobody out there. I've got dozens and dozens of videos from each day during the week, multiple stuff every day, nighttime stuff, cruising stuff, interviews. So make sure you go check out that playlist, the North Carolina road trip and the mini truck playlist. I will put them right here and down in the description below. Make sure you go check those out and get amped up for this. I can't wait to go back and film. I've got more gear now, bigger drone. So it's going to be super fun. Remember, if you see one of our stickers, I'll put it right here. If you find that sticker in your truck, you know we came by, we filmed your truck. Make sure you scan that barcode, like, subscribe, do all of the things for us. We can't wait. Hopefully everything is okay for Canadians coming into the US right now because we still love you guys. And we want to come down to the show because we love Maggie Valley and we love supporting every year. We wouldn't miss it for anything unless for some reason you decide to try and keep us out, which will really suck. So let's hope that doesn't happen. But for now, I have to get cleaned up here because I have to continue on and go up to Back Corner Studios to where the Ranger just got finished painted a few days ago. And we're doing some more filming there for Josh's channel and his content for all his automotive restoration, how-to, tech articles, custom paint stuff. So make sure you check out that channel, Back Corner Studios. I'll put it down in the words below. That's where we're going next. We're gonna go up there and work for a bit, and then we should have a work day coming up once the Ranger's back. Then we'll have a work day here where we're gonna have all the guys together, the usual cast of characters, and we'll get everybody together and we'll start assembling the Ranger. It will go together fairly quickly because these guys make sure everything goes together very easily because they have it on and off over 20 years building them. to make things very simple. And we know Trevor's is ridiculously simple. So it's just having multiple hands and multiple people to be able to make sure nobody damages the paint and all the time and labor and everything that just went into this. Stay tuned for that. We're gonna have a video come out for that stuff. So I'm gonna go continue having the best day ever. I hope you guys are having the best day ever. Make it the best day ever, no matter where you are or who you're with. I love everybody. Thank you for the support, and we're gonna catch you in the next one. Cheers.